Today's project is getting the racking loosened up. It is probably the worst feature on the machine as received. It jiggles, but it doesn't budge at all, and you can see the problem here. There is rust and stuff freezing up the shaft under the collars.
Croil right in here on this end of the shaft. Croil right in here. You can see, oh, that little rubber piece just chipped a little. But see, there's dryness in there. That's why that rubber piece chipped. And then what we'll do is lubricate in here and go to the other end where the racking is.
And do the same thing?
Yes.
That little piece just broke off. You can see everything in this area needs some attention. Jack doesn't think that the part that broke off where his finger is, there should be the rest of that circle. He doesn't think it's going to be ruinous to function.
Now, it's a rubber grommet, and we can always make a new grommet if we need to.
What would we make it out of?
A piece of rubber hose or a flat washer that's rubber that we make the inside hole the same size.
Okay. So we worked for a good while going back and forth using LPS1 and trying to squirt it not only around the shaft but under collars and alternating with Croil and handwork. We alternated the LPS1 to clean and the Croil to try to get in deeply, and hand cleaning with rags, and at times used a fine file to try to get off the rust and anything else we could find. It's a fine line between getting off what needs to go and changing the size of the shaft, so don't use a file aggressive enough that it could really bite into the shaft. We achieved significant visual improvement, but not movement. So Jack said it was time to be a little more aggressive. The shaft was, after all, much cleaner and lubricated, and I put gentle pressure on the racking handle itself, not wanting to force it or break it, and he pried with a pry bar on the opposite end, trying to coordinate movements so that we got it to move in the direction that it should along the shaft. And finally, with a great and a hideous creak, it let loose and it began to move. I was so nervous we were going to break something, but he's quite experienced at controlling these movements, and he won the day. After that one dramatic incident, it began to move freely. For those of you doing such a thing, I remind you it's best to wait until your lubricants have had a chance to do their most. More lubricating, more movement, and it gradually got better and better.
Yeah, because this sound is what you're going by.
Now I can hear the individual positions, not just a shrieking like the opening of a coffin lid.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And that's all there should be. Yay, you! A quick word of caution. It's fairly common for older machines to have broken racking handles. Given the good condition of this machine and how frozen the racking mechanism was, it's easy to imagine that many of them have been forced when somebody didn't realize that they needed this lubrication in order to free them. So that's all for today. Keep your spirits up and your projects in progress, and we'll see you tomorrow.